Hello everyone and welcome back to some Bloons battles on the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day as usual. So these were some random online matches. What I mean by that is like I wasn't playing any of you guys, I was just playing some random people. And this was in Moab Pit. I was trying Moab Pit because I wanted to try and get better at like higher arenas. Raptor is a very good player. I think he had about 620 something wins, and then he had 220 something losses. He also had in between like 7 and 8 million medallions. I can't really remember exactly because I didn't record the gameplay, so I can't like see like his like how many wins or losses he had or how many medallions he had. Because I'm using replay, and replay like shows the gameplay. It doesn't show the like the picking towers portion of it. But I do like replay mainly for the reason that you can see kind of the towers that your opponent went with, and you can see their powers that they had. I mean, you can probably tell when they use them in the game, but you can see like how they were doing, like how their eco was doing, how much money they had, and stuff like that, which I like. I actually like that quite a lot. That's why I like replays a lot more than actually recording it. But we're gonna hop right into the gameplay. So as you can see, he was doing some pretty smart rushes against me, rushing some pinks, rushing some group blues over those pinks as well, and he did take a good 100 lives from me. I took about 5 lives from him. So he was definitely beating me in that portion, as well as I think we had the same farms. But the thing you will notice is that we have the same farms, but he has a lot more lives than I do. So when I was greeting, it obviously did not go to good use because he has a lot more lives than me and we have the same farms. So yeah, every game that we play is a learning experience. So I'm not really sure. I just noticed why I am 1 minute and 44 seconds into the recording, but in the game it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's kind of weird. I just noticed that. I don't know why that's like that. It's probably going to be really obvious, and I'm going to look like an idiot after this, but I was getting ready to shoot for a spike bolt when I threw my dart down there, as well as Raptor was. So I sent him some yellows just to get that popped up, just to get him to get that spike pulled up. I probably sent a little too much there. But we both have the same. We're both pretty equal in farms. This was a really short game, mainly for the reason that he knows how to send such good rushes. Like that's like I think the most powerful tool in really good players is that they know all of the best rushes to rush with. He just sent me a bit of a. I think it was like some regen. No, I think it was just all yellows and then some regen yellows, because it was like I think those were the regen yellows were natural balloons. He sent me a lead. I sent him a lead as well. He just popped up wizard to defend that. The reason he probably sent me that and the reason I sent it to him was just to get up a wizard, just to get that extra money spent. But we do go ahead and throw out another farm. We are behind in plantations once again. Raptor has up 4 and we have 3, as well as another farm. We just sent some regen leads. We sent a bit of a round 12 rush. And then Raptor came at me out of nowhere with like a bunch of, I think it was like a bunch of white, a bunch of regen leads, a bunch of regen whites. It was a lot of balloons, and I did not, I just wasn't prepared for it at all. So that was a really good rush on his part. I put up 1 lightning wizard, but it just wasn't enough to defend it. I thought a boost would be enough to defend it, but it was not, and I will see you guys right back for the second game. Welcome back to the second game. In this game, we verse DFA rules. These games are right after each other, by the way, as well, like one after another. But me and him, actually, I was kind of surprised by what he went with, to be honest. As you can see, so something I also realized today is something happened with like my audio, because I was actually recording. I was like, as you guys know, I do record when I go back to the replays and I'm recording. I talk as well. But this time I actually recorded that, and I was actually talking in that clip. But my voice, there was something wrong with my, like the sound on my computer or something, because my voice didn't get, like, saved. So I just put it in my editing software, and now I'm just voicing over the footage. So that is why I can't really use the mouse or the pointer today. I was actually kind of like using my mouse to show you guys stuff, but my voice didn't really get saved, so that kind of sucks. Um, but we can still use all of the perks of the replay mode, though. We just don't have a cursor to use, but that's fine. I just realized you can thumbs up, like in the middle. I can't point to it, but you can thumbs up. I didn't realize you could do that. Can you like thumbs up the game? That'd be kind of cool. But DFA rules went with Buccaneer, Ace, Farm, and then you got Chipper as the fourth. I actually got Ice as my fourth. I don't know if that's good for the strategy that I'm using, because I'm still not at that point of skill level where I know like what towers are best, or like what fourth towers are best for what strategies I'm using. Because once you start to know like once you start to get like down all the strategies, and you get good with like all the strategies in the game, it starts getting a lot easier to like, 'cause once you know all the strategies, you know like the best fourth towers that can help that strategy. But like I'm not too good with most strategies, so I don't really know like the best fourth towers for these different strategies yet. But I really like how you can see how many like farmers your opponent has. I really like that, and like I don't know why I like that so much, but I do. But I just like that you can see their towers and everything. It's really cool. It's like you're playing in like God mode, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, you can't like. Well, what would be kind of cool as well is if you could like, I don't know. Ooh, one nice troll mode. I mean, I know they shouldn't add this. I know this is a horrible idea to add to the game because it'll mess up everything. But if you can like go in the replays and like change the outcome of the game, like if you can just switch on God mode and just start messing around with the game, that'd be kind of fun. But that'd probably be very annoying in many cases. So that's probably not the best thing, but yeah, we went with a bit of a round 11 rush once again. These rounds are just flying by. It's already round 13. That's crazy. This round 13 game went even quicker than the last one. The last one was 4 minutes. This one was way quicker than that. But I'm pretty sure they're faster just because we're popping the balloons so quickly that the rounds go by so quickly. I think is that anti-stalling, or is that... Yeah, because stalling would be like waiting for the balloons to go all the way to the end of the map. So I think anti-stalling is popping the balloons as quick as possible, and you usually do that against I think against ecoers. Yeah, against ecoers. Like if you're using farms and the opponent's using eco, then you usually anti-stall. I'm fairly sure, just to kind of combat the eco. I think that's what you do anyway. See, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning step by step. And you guys are also really helpful when you guys leave like tips for me, which I really like. I really like that system on about YouTube. Is like, because when I record these videos and I play with you guys and stuff like that, or like record these games and then I play with you guys in these games, you guys can, as you're playing with me, you can like see what I did wrong and then tell me, which I think's awesome. That's something that I didn't even ask you guys to do. Like, I didn't even ask you guys to give me, like, tips or advice on what I did poorly when I was playing it against you. I didn't even ask you guys to do that, and you just did it, which is awesome. You guys are so awesome for doing that. But you guys leave, like, tips. They're very helpful as well. You guys leave, like, tips on YouTube, or you message me over Discord and leave tips. And I think that's really awesome, and I really enjoy and like that you guys do that. But getting back into the game, DFA rules went for bank, which is probably what I should have done as well. I should have probably just replicated what he did, because usually like you wanna match your partner's farms, or or not partner, your opponent's farms or have more farms than your opponent. That's usually the kind of thing that I like to do anyway. Because I felt like in this point of the game I was behind in farms, which I'm pretty sure I was. Because he was getting eco, his bank was just getting so much money. So they had a very big backup plan just in case I did want to send him anything. I couldn't really figure out anything I could send him at this point in the game. The only thing I was really thinking I could send him was a Oh My God, because I didn't see that he had Ace yet, because he hasn't used Ace yet. So that's something I didn't know he had, which was actually very helpful, and you guys will see that in a minute. Sometimes I have very difficult times ruining the end of the game, but I try not to give too much away about what happens in the later rounds. We go ahead and rush with some regen camo leads, because his only camo lead popping power was the Buccaneers, and like Cannoneer Buccaneers aren't very good at popping lead balloons, like especially if you send them in clumps, from what I've found out anyway. So he goes ahead and gets up a balloon chipper for those ceramics, which is a pretty good idea on his part. Pretty good tower to get up. That's what I also like about replay mode, is that, like, because when you're playing, you're obviously like not paying attention to both sides because you're trying to focus on what to do. I mean, you do focus on the opponent's side once in a while because you want to figure out what rushes to send, but you mainly focus on your side because you want to make sure you defend all these rushes. You want to prepare for everything. He does finally show his Ace. And I go ahead and send his Oh My God, which I know most of you, if not all of you, are face palming me right now, and I very well do deserve it. He did as well, actually. I just deserved it. But one thing I do want to explain really quick, though, as he defends this Oh My God, as I get destroyed, I'll just talk to you guys about something real quick. I love how it's become a second nature that I know I'm gonna get destroyed. So I just I just talk about something else while you guys watch me get destroyed. I think that's pretty funny. But something I also want to talk about is, like, I don't take offense when someone like facepalms me, because there's two different ways I see it. So if I send a rush at my opponent, he defends it and doesn't facepalm me, I think it was a really good rush, because I would be thinking that he focused, or the opponent focused on that rush. So I would think it was like a really good rush to send. We do get destroyed here, by the way, because when we sold our towers to do that rush, I didn't have any ceramic popping power. But if I send it at my opponent and he face palms me and then defends the rush easily, or somewhat easily, like DFA rules did, then I'm gonna think it was a bad rush. So in terms of how that goes, it's actually very helpful for me. Now I'm not saying if I play with one of you guys and you don't facepalm me, then you're a bad opponent or something like that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that if that does happen, like pretty much anything that happens in this game is always a learning curve for me. So I thought that was just something I should point out, because I don't dislike when someone facepalms me, but yeah, I don't dislike when someone facepalms me. I mean, unless they're just facepalming completely out of hate, then that can be a little frustrating. But if they're facepalming me when I send them a rush, then I know it was an easy defend, and then they defend it easily. I know it was an easy defend on their part, so I just thought I should clear that up. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this episode. I did get destroyed twice. So this is kind of why I stick with Ceramic Crucible. Mostly because, like, when Ceramic Crucible is the highest arena, even if like the best players are playing it, and I do face the best players sometimes, I do have, like, even if I lose, I only lose 2,000. So yeah. But that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode. I just hit my mic. I do apologize. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll see all you beautiful people in the next episode.